One of the more popular modifications to do to a Honda Shadow 750 is upgrade the seat, and probably the most recommended one is probably the Mustang. Well, I happen to have done that particular upgrade on my 2008 Honda Shadow 750 Aero, and well, let's see if we can compare the two. Now this won't be like a direct comparison based on my butt cheeks, but this should give you enough of an idea to see what you're in for. Alright, let's go check them out. Alright, so welcome to my kitchen. Now the reason we're in the kitchen is because this is never ever going back on my 2008 Honda Shadow 750 Aero. So the biggest thing about the factory seat, I mean it's decent leather. The main thing about it though is it's just so hard, you know? It's not a lot of give. And actually it seems like there's a fair amount of decent space under it. Like this is air gap right here. Now it may just be mine, it may just be this coming loose. I don't know if they designed this on purpose this way. But if you wanted to, you could probably reupholster this thing, stick some gel in here, like one of them gel cushion pad things, and do all right. Now for me, I just went ahead and upgraded to the Mustang seat because I feel that is a much better product. One of the reasons a lot of people upgrade their seat though is not only for their comfort, but for their passengers' comfort as well. Now the pillion seat on my 2008 Honda Shadow Aero 750, or 750 Aero, factory seat, suffers from the same problem this one has. Actually, this is even, no, actually that gives a little more. This is, I mean, if I was insulating my house maybe, or if I needed some sort of flotation device, but this doesn't really give a whole lot. And as far as size, which you'll notice a difference when we go to measure the Mustang seat. If I got this lined up right, we're talking, what, 9 inches? So essentially the width of the rear fender. I will say though that when this seat was on my bike, I could ride for maybe an hour, and then I had to get off, and my butt was sore. Alright, so now we got an idea of what the factory seat looks like. Let's jump outside and look at the Mustang. But as you guys can tell, the Mustang seat is a far superior product to the factory Honda stuff. I mean, just the leather alone is just so much softer, and the amount of cushion. I mean, look at this. I'm barely pressing at all, and my finger is just sinking into there. Plus, because it gives you like that little ridge right there, it actually acts sort of like a mini backrest, and I think you can get these with backrests. At least for the driver, if you really want to, or the main rider, whatever you want to call it. And actually, the pillion seat is where it's at. I mean, look how thick that is compared to the factory Honda one. And again, it's got the same give to it. Like, I've never ridden on the back of this bike, but honestly, I don't think I'd mind. And as far as the size, like, look at my hand. I gotta look at the camera, not my freaking what I'm doing. Look how much farther that hangs over than the factory seat. That far on each side over the fender. I mean, this thing is so much better. And yeah, they can be a little expensive. I think I bought this one for $600. Of course, that was, I don't know, year and a half ago. And actually, it's probably one of my favorite mods on this bike. And I'll throw a link in the description if you guys want one. But remember, it's going to be for this bike. It's going to be for a 2008 Shadow Aero. Probably fit other Aero years. So this was like a real quick, kind of down and dirty review, I guess, maybe you could call it. But hopefully it gives you like at least the basic idea of the quality difference and the size difference, specifically for the pillion, compared to the stock Honda Shadow, at least in my case, Aero seat. Big thanks to NotTimmy66 over at the Me and My Shadow channel for the idea. And if you guys like Honda Shadow content, you should definitely check his channel out. I'll put a link in the description. And as always, guys, y'all be good. See ya.